Hey, it's TimesCark11, and as you can see by the title, I got the Xenoblade 2 Artifice Siren model kit. So I'm here to talk about it. Before getting to the kit itself, I just want to mention the box art for this is absolutely gorgeous. This is one of the best boxes I've ever seen for something ever. I gotta cut that out and hang it as a poster or something. I only just finished putting this together a few days ago. I got it for Christmas, and I'm recording this right before New Year's. So first thing, if you're wondering about the size, it's slightly smaller than a high-grade Gunpla. It is taller because Siren is just a very big robot. It has very long legs and the feet are always pointed down, but in terms of scale, it is slightly smaller than a high-grade. Especially when you compare the head sizes there. So favorite thing about the model has to be the effect parts. For the wings and halo, these are just really, really nice. They give it that really nice Xenoblade X shape. And they look especially good when you shine light on them. This is just a flashlight, so it's not really doing as well to show it as it could. But something I want to do is get like a mini LED light and put it onto the display base so that there's light shining up onto it. That might look pretty nice. So taking a look from the bottom up, doesn't stand up on its own. It has to be in the display base because the feet cannot angle any differently than that. They're always pointed down, so it can only fly, it doesn't stand. Sorry about the shaky camera. World's tiniest Zohar. Zohar emulator the size of like a grain of rice. Yeah, like really just about the size of a grain of rice. World's tiniest Zohar. So why are my fingers so red? So something I noticed about Siren after getting this is it has a lot of horns. Like, I never realized how many horns Siren has. I just kind of thought it had the unicorn horn and then a Gundam V-fin. I didn't realize it had 9 horns. It has 3 V-fins. One set of V-fins is a double horned fin, and then the unicorn horn. That means this thing has the power of 4 Gundams and the untransformed unicorn. For being realistic, it's way more power than that because of the Zohar emulator. Another thing that I didn't realize until getting this kit is, while it looks really thin in the front, it is a chunky mech in the back. So it's got this really thick backpack, kind of like a storage unit almost with the way it looks. And an interesting thing that I realized is that, ironically, it looks like the cockpits of the Kavesi Levnuses in Xenoblade 3. Not the Agnium ones, the Kavesi ones, which is strange. They have almost the same cockpit design as, well, it's not the cockpit for Siren, it's just a backpack. But same design in the same place. Also, really big back skirt. I really like this big chunky back skirt. So it is a bit fragile. I accidentally broke the wing joint for this wing while putting it together, so I had to glue that. So the wing doesn't move around as it should. It has to stay in that one position because I glued it. There's also a few other parts that kind of come out easily, mainly these. I should probably go back and glue these in because they pop out a little too easily. So these arm things that hold the weapons, these do not move. They only move at 2 points. They rotate up and down from the point where they connect to the main body, and the weapon themselves, they rotate left and right from the pin you can see there. But overall, the arms do not move. The arms are static position. There is another set of arms, though, so that you can pop these off and put on the other set of arms that puts it into the pose with the two... I'm not actually sure what kind of weapons I should call these. Shields, I guess. You can put them into the position of firing the big beam cannon of them put together, like when Sacred Arrow is used. There's also 4 sets of hands. The hands are not color correct. They are just all white when the fingers are supposed to be dark blue, so I colored in the fingers myself on just one set of hands that I was using, but there is 4 other hands. I mean, there's 3 other sets of hands. There's clench fist, there's holding hands, even though there's nothing for the kit to actually hold, and I don't think it's big enough to put Gundam parts into the hands. I'm not sure. Didn't actually try. You could maybe fit a beam saber from Gundam in there. And then one more outstretched hand that's even more outstretched than this. So as I was panel lining this, my marker died. So I had to finish panel lining in pencil, and the lines are not as good as they should be because of that, so I have to get a new marker and finish panel lining it properly. Right now, some of the parts are just kind of panel lined temporarily with pencil. Also, one thing I really do not like about this is water decals. The weapons are covered in water decals, which is why they look so messy, because these things break so easily and they're falling off all over the place. You can see them falling off everywhere. So I've got to take those off, and once I get my new markers that I ordered, I'm getting a gold Gundam marker, so I'm just going to take off all these water decals and go over everything in a gold Gundam marker, because I really hate these water decals. They're a huge mess. But that's it for talking about the Xenoblade 2 Artifice Siren Model Kit. Really, really cool kit. It looks really nice to display, especially in a high place. Looks really nice on a high shelf. Looking down on you, you mere mortal. Also, I got back in September the Good Smile Mithra figure, but I never did a video on it. If anyone wants to hear my thoughts on that, I could do a video on that, so let me know in the comments. And see you next time!